So I'm a big fan of Netflix's new show, Love Is Blind. Right. Matter of fact, I what you consider a hopeless romantic. I love romantic movies, romantic TV shows. I just love romance. Right. And so when I saw Netflix's new show, Love Is Blind, and I read the description. Oh, what a whole bunch of people and get together and hook up and get married, but they can't see each other until they propose. Oh, sign me up. And so I'm enjoying the show, but a situation happened between a particular couple, and I don't remember these individuals' names. But now, unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, I don't know how to put this. I'm gonna tread carefully on this one, right? These were two individuals who were black. I don't know if they're African American, but these two individuals were black, right? And the gentleman, he was someone who identifies as being bisexual. And so, he's talking to this black woman over the course of, I'm guessing, days. And, eventually he proposes to her, but he never tells her that he's bisexual. And he knows that that could potentially ruin everything for him because he purposely doesn't bring it up. So if you watch the show, he'll bring it up that, I have a secret I have to tell. And, I want to tell her, but I want to tell her after she gets to know the real me. So he knows that this could potentially ruin everything if he tells this woman, but he still decides to keep the information to himself, whatever. And, proposes to her. And then once they meet up and see each other in person, then there's a part in the show where they go, I guess, for like a honeymoon or maybe just to a hotel. Not a honeymoon because they're not married yet. But, the couples all go to this big hotel together. And, he goes with her to the hotel. And then down by the pool, he decides to let her know, hey, I am bisexual. I don't know if this is the way a typical woman responds, but she responded in a way that I think was totally reasonable, which is, I had to think on it and, see how I feel about this, and I'll get back to you in the morning, right? He starts crying. He's upset. And then the next morning, he's there by the pool again. She goes down to talk to him. And he just blows up. He starts calling her bitches. And she's saying, fuck you. And it gets really out of control. And the clip made rounds on social media because Netflix, of course, wanted to spice things up. They took this particular clip and put it out there. And then the conversation became, is it biphobic, if that's a word, or homophobic, whatever the term is, if a woman won't date a man because he identifies as bisexual, right? And I'm here to say no, but maybe. I believe that as adults, you have the right to choose who you want to and who you choose not to date. And that includes discriminating against sexuality, religions, discrimination, race, and ethnicity, right? So if I'm a black man and I say, you know what, I don't want to date anybody who's white, right? I only want to date black women. That's discrimination, but I believe I'm entitled to it. And I'm guessing most of you watching this video believe that, oh yeah, if you want to date just black women, salute to you. And I also only date women. I'm a man. I only date women, which means I'm kind of discriminating against men. Yes, because my sexual appetite is only for females. So we all discriminate when it comes to the people who we choose to, have sex with or get into long-term relationships with, right? So I don't think a woman saying I don't want to date a bisexual man is any worse of a discriminatory practice than that is practiced by everybody else. We all discriminate. So if a straight woman says she doesn't want to date a bisexual man, that's her choice. But here's why I say maybe though, kind of, because if you liked everything about this man, now you can choose to still say, I can't be with you because you used to be with other men. That's totally fine. But not questioning why you come to the conclusions that you come to, I do think that is a little bit problematic. If this man identifies as bisexual and you loved everything about him, he was charming, he's handsome, he's smart, everything about him was dope until he told you, you know what, I'm bisexual. If he's choosing to be in a monogamous relationship with you, why does his bisexuality bother you so much, right? And the reason I'm bringing this up is because women have been shaming men, or not shaming, trying to tell men that that men need to get over judging women by the number of sex partners that a woman has had. That just because a woman had sex with 10 or 20 people before you, that has nothing to do with you. So you judging her because of her sexual history is problematic and misogynistic. I think, see, women believe because they are naturally more comfortable with the idea of their man having had sex with a bunch of women, they always thought they were more progressive than men. But I think it's just because our bodies don't mean the same thing, right? So women don't look at us sleeping with a whole bunch of women the same way we look at them sleeping with a whole bunch of men. But if you flip it to the scenario which is laid out before you right now, I think men are actually way more, quote, progressive as far as a man will date a woman who used to be bisexual and it not be an issue. But a woman, when they find out that a man is bisexual or used to have gay experiences in the past, game over. Lights out. Now, once again, you have the right to choose to do what you want to do, but I do think it's worth, at least asking yourself, well, why does me knowing that he used to have, date men or that he's attracted to both men and women, why does that bother me so much, even though he expresses his interest in me and only me right now? I think it's worth exploring why you feel that way. And I think when you get down to your feelings, it's just because you don't like the fact, or you are unattracted to a man that you can, in your mind, visualize having sex or kissing another man. And that's okay, right? It's only when you would try to be these super woke people where you get tripped up over yourself. Women aren't attracted to men that they believe have been, or could in the future be with other men on average, right? Most women have an issue with that in ways in which men don't. And men have an issue more so with women being with multiple partners in ways in which women do not. So, is it biphobic? I mean, by definition, yeah. But we're all phobic in our dating and sex lives. So, I'll tell everybody to mind your business. Yeah. Let me know your thoughts. Comment down below. Like the video. Share the video. To all my biphobicals out there, keep strong.